guys, it's a Proud Cat Lover. Today I'm going to be making a bunch of updates, but first I'm going to start out with a very important update. Not really as important, but I do want to mention it because I think it's a really good deal. So right now at PetSmart, I don't know if it's all the PetSmarts, I'm not sure, but I would assume so. But right now they're having, for the treats program, so those who used to be Pet Perks or whatever whatever PetSmart's card was, because I think Petco's Pet Perks, whichever. It's now, the PetSmart Treats program membership thing. Anyway, they're having a sale right now from, I think it said the 1st till the 24th of December on their Zoo Med terrariums. This one here was originally a little over $100 with tax and whatnot, and I got it on sale for $60. Brand new, of course. Let me move some of these books out of the way. Comes with some pamphlets, but anyway, it does not have a background. It does have like this vinyl printout, but no actual foam background. But it comes with one of these 8-inch, or not, well yeah, I think it is 8 inches, 8-inch plants. Comes with a brick of Eco Earth, a deal of the moss that they have. I believe this one looks like a different type of moss. I normally get sphagnum moss, but this one's a different kind. And then it comes with a light that also has a bulb included, which I might use for insects, but I'm definitely not going to be using for reptiles that I have just because it gets too hot. But all of this for $60 is a very good deal compared to the usual amount that was $100. So it is a pretty nice tank. It is a 12 by 12 by 18. I got this one because I do have 3 12 by 12 by 18s, but one of them that I have, I'm planning on using for a pet in the future, and I don't like it because this part on it is screen, and where I have cats, I don't really like that that's screen. Even though the tanks are going to be going on this shelf up here, the cats will not get anywhere near them. I just don't like the fact that the humidity can escape so easily from the front and the top. At least with this one, it's made a little bit more like the Exoterras, where it has ventilation down here and ventilation up here, but the front is glass. So I'm really happy that I was able to get this on sale. It was the last one at the PetSmart that I shop at. But I definitely wanted to let you guys know about it because that's a really good deal. $40 off of the original price, and you get all this stuff. I went to a local owned pet store that was about another 30-minute travel from where PetSmart is. And they had the very same tank that this is. It had a foam background, but it came with nothing else, and it was $100. They weren't even offering it as a kit, and they were charging the same price as what this one originally was. So it's definitely a good deal. So anyway, with that out of the way, let's get on to the rest of the updates. So, I went and put Cassiopeia, my grass spider, in this tank because the millipede ended up passing away. I don't know if it was old or what, because it was eating perfectly fine, and one day I just came over here and it was all curled up and dead. So I was like, okay, so it is now in my insect collection. So Cassiopeia now gets this terrarium. There's a little live growth going on down here, popping up through the grass, through the dirt, and then we've still got that one piece that's going to be popping up. The avocado that I planted in here actually is starting to grow a little root, so I think I might be taking it out soon when it gets a little nicer outside and planting that and seeing what actually happens. So when I took Cassiopeia out of that container, I discovered that her egg sac did indeed have babies in it when I started to kind of pull it open. So I will show you real quick. So here you can see I touched it and one of the spider babies is coming out. There's another spider baby. But yeah, they're itty bitty little cootie babies. One of them's also hiding under the paper towel down there. You can't see it, but it's under this part here. But yeah, so I was very excited. I just took paper towel and put it over this because this is a mason jar type thing. So it will screw back on, but I did that for ventilation. So anyway, this is the fruit fly culture that the exotic pet store that had the tank, but not the kit that I was telling you about, that exact pet store. They gave this to me for free because when I had called over today, they said they had one culture left. When I got there, they said that they didn't have it anymore, so I'm assuming it's sold. But they gave me this one. It is about to die. which normally by the 3.5 to 4 week period, the fruit fly culture does need to be moved, and then tossed. Whatever you can salvage from it, you salvage, and then you toss the rest out because it's done. So they went ahead and just gave it to me. They weren't going to charge me for it. There are a few adults in there. So I'm going to use these mason jars here and separate the adults into those until my supplies from Pangea arrives, because today I ordered supplies from Pangea. I ordered 4 8-ounce cups. I don't think they're going to be this big because this looks a little bit bigger than 8 ounces. I don't know. 4 8-ounce cups with instead of plastic hole lid like this is, it is a cloth lid, and I don't think I have anything where I'd kind of show you what I'm talking about. But I ordered 4 of those cups, and then I ordered some Excelsior, which is the wood that's in there. I ordered half a pound of it. I don't know how much is a half of a pound. I've never seen that before, so that's going to be coming in the mail, but at least I have the flightless fruit flies. And I got the smaller species, which I will put on the screen, just because they said they will, develop a little bit faster and breed faster, but they're smaller. The other ones don't develop as quickly, but they're bigger. That I really didn't care about how fast they develop. The fact that they were a lot bigger than these babies is the fact that I went ahead and chose the smaller ones that are more prolific, just because they're more size for these babies, and they're not going to be as threatening to the babies size-wise, because if the baby sees a prey that's a lot bigger than it, I think that definitely would scare me off. So went ahead and got those. Going to be separating these tonight and then tossing that container. Okay, so the next update is while at the reptile show, and I will say that video is going to be being edited, and it probably won't come out till next week, just because I have to add some audio voiceover stuff to it. That always takes longer. But I did find homes for 3 of the baby geckos, so I've only got 6 now looking for homes. 3 of them that were able to find homes was Pecan, Hawk, and Smoke Bomb. So Hawk went to an owner that's had crested geckos before. When she was in college, she had to get rid of them just because she was moving around a lot, and the college she was staying at, the dorms didn't allow her to have pets, so she had to rehome them. But now she said she settled down, and she had a little boy with her who I think she said was like 5 months or something. He was adorable. But anyway, she went ahead and purchased Hawk from me, and I definitely know she's going to be a good owner. She was a very nice lady when I was visiting with her, and she was pretty knowledgeable and knew what she was doing. And of course, all the babies came with their information as into like lineage, current weights, and their birth certificate telling when they hatched and whatnot, as well as a care sheet that I wrote and my business card, just so if the people have to get a hold of me. The other 2 people that got Smoke Bomb and Pecan, both the people were new beginning crested gecko owners who purchased all the stuff they needed at the show and then came back to pick up the geckos after they'd purchased them. They were 2 different people. One was a dad and his son. The son looked to be about 17 to 19, kind of that age range. The dad was looked anyway, a little bit older than my dad, but so he definitely acted very interested and he was very gentle for a guy. Like, I know a few guys that are pretty good with small animals, but a lot of the people at the show that I was letting hold the geckos, their hands were shaking or they were unsure, so they wouldn't move. And he definitely seemed like he was going to be a pretty good owner just because he was very gentle, very patient with the baby that he was getting, which was, of course, Pecan. And the other guy got Smoke Bomb, and he seemed to be a very nice person as well. And he went around to the show. He was there for like 2 hours trying to find all the supplies and purchase and stuff. So both those new beginning owners, I think, are going to do awesome with the babies. So I'm very happy to have found 3 of them homes. I, of course, do have 6 still remaining for homes, but I do plan to go vend at the April show, and hopefully they'll be able to find homes then. That'll kind of give Indigo and Whisper, who are only 3 months right now, some time to grow so that they're going to be big enough to hopefully find homes with beginners and not just a little bit more advanced crested gecko owners. Just because where they are small, they do require a little bit more care and gentle attention and whatnot, and they are more jumpy. So I definitely was suggesting for people that they would not be good for beginners, because I started out with a baby that small, and I definitely should have started out with a bigger baby. So, yeah. But, you know, you live and learn, and so personally I was suggesting that, and of course the people did like the older babies I had. Their personalities, of course, come through a little bit more, and they're a little bit more established when they're older. So, but anyway, My next update and my final update, I know I'm sorry I've made this video really long already. The next update and last one is that I got my computer. I'm so excited. So I do plan on, in sometime in the future, doing a few videos with games. So that is my computer down here that a friend of my uncle's built himself. I have my 4K TV because my uncle said that it'd be actually cheaper to get a TV versus a monitor because I would need a decent sized one. So went ahead and on Black Friday I got that TV, and it so far has done really good with the games and whatnot. And then I also have an ant farm that I will be doing in the early spring to like late spring, because I am going to go out and kind of start to study the species that I have locally and see if they would work well, because a lot of people said that they didn't have a lot of luck ordering from the website, ordering ants. And I personally do not want to get harvester ants, which are the ones that people ordered, because they can sting and they're slightly aggressive, and I really don't want to have aggressive species of ant that if it were to get loose it could sting or harm one of my animals like the crested geckos or my cats. So I definitely want to get a more docile species of ant. So I'm going to see if we have big-headed ants, because I've caught them before, but big-headed ants do make tunnels and they're not a stinging type of ant. So I might try to search outside and see if I can find any of those. Otherwise, I might be waiting a little bit, but that's going to be a fun series to do because I really look forward. I got 2 of them for my birthday, and they come with tubes, so I attach them, and I'm going to use, when I get ants, some petroleum jelly, or people call it Vaseline as well, to put around the holes and whatnot so that the ants cannot escape. I, of course, am going to glue these tubes in, so they are going to be permanent, just because I don't want to chance the ants getting out, even if they're not going to be able to sting. I don't want escapees. So, anyway guys, I hope this wasn't extremely boring for you. I hope that it was interesting enough, and definitely look forward to videos with the baby spiders, because that's going to be a lot of fun. So, anyway guys, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day.